Hello everyone, welcome to Doing Group's live show. Today we're gonna to share how to choose the most suitable oil pyrolysis equipment. That's what materials we can use and what kind of products we can get. This is today's information, and let's have an introduce about the three kind of equipment: the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, the batch type pyrolysis plant, and the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. Well, we have three kinds of the equipment that they're suitable for different products, different temperature, different materials. So this is why we will have this live show to tell you how to choose it. Depends on your material, depends on your capacity and your efficiency that you're willing to have. This is today's in topic. Well, we are the Doing Group, the manufacturer of the waste tire, waste plastic, oil sludge, coal tar sludge pyrolysis equipment. We have our own factory. It's in China. If you are interested in this kind of equipment, you can contact with us. Well, in the common place, we have our WhatsApp, our email, so you can just leave your requirements to us, or you can contact with us immediately, directly, to tell us your requirements. Just any questions you have, you can also comment in the common place, or our sales manager will answer your requirements to you privately by using the WhatsApp or email or telephone to tell you about more information about this equipment. Well, we are in China. We are a Chinese manufacturer that making this kind of equipment to get this solid waste and hazardous waste to the flue oil. This is what our equipment can do. That's what materials we can use and what products we can get. What is the technique of the equipment is today's topic. During this live show, if you have any questions, you can just leave in a comment place, or you can send a private message to us, tell us your requirements. We are a manufacturer of the waste tire, waste plastic pyrolysis plant. And let's first have introduced about what materials that we can use and what products we can get, and about the most important products, the flue oil. What is the oil yield? Well, just like this picture shows, this is some normal materials that we can use in this business. The most common one is the rubber tire, or we call it waste tire. And so we have different kind of the waste tire, like the tire from the truck, car, or some small tire from the bicycle, motorbike. Different tire, the oil yield is different. If you get the large tire, then the oil yield can reach to 40 to 45. But if you get some small tire or some mixed different types of the tire, then the oil yield is 35 to 40%. But the data of the oil yield and different products like the carbon black, the steel wire, is for sure. Not like the plastic or the oil sludge. We can't tell you a real top of data, data to tell you about what your plastic can get about the oil sludge, the flue oil, and the carbon black. But the tire, all the yield, all the products is just limited. So most of the customers will choose the waste tire pyrolysis business. And what products they can get? Like this, we have 40 to 45% of the flue oil and also we can get 35% of the carbon black. Then like the large tire, we have some steel wire in it for 15%. This is the third products. And also we can get 10% of the same gas. The first products, the same gas, we can use it directly to heat the reactor, to heat the pyrolysis reactor, just to save our extra heating energy. This is the four products that can use by the waste tire thing. And then the second main products is the waste plastic. Well, we have different kinds of plastic, so you can see the range is very large, from 30 to 95. Like if you get the pure plastic, the pure PP, PPS, then its the oil yield is very high, can reach to 90 to 95. But most of the materials that we use to have this plastic pyrolysis business are all like the daily garbage, medical waste, or the construction waste. So they may have some other products, like they may have some other materials, like have rock, bricks, or metals, or some other waste. Then the oil yield will just relate it on how many plastic is in it. Like how many water content is very high, then the oil yield is just lower than the common one. And this is for some plastic things. Well, just except the PET and the PVC are not suitable to have this business. All the other plastic, like PP, PEPS, ABS, are all can have the pyrolysis business and get the flue oil U, carbon black, and the same gas. This is three products that we can get from the waste plastic, like the pyrolysis oil U, carbon black, and the same gas. But the how many products we can get is not for sure, like the waste tires, because it will contain with the plastic content, water content, and oil content. Well, like the waste tire and the waste plastic are all we called solid waste. Here, the solid waste. And what is the hazardous waste? It is include like the oil sludge, coal tar oil. This is some products that contain some oil that we can't just throw it randomly. This is what we call hazardous waste. And about this kind of products, the oil yield is various. Like we have the solid state of the oil sludge, or the semi-solid, or the liquid state, or semi-liquid state. So it will depend on how many water content, how many oil content, how many soil or other materials in it. But these two products all have a high profit, because we can not only get the flue oil U, but also if we have this business and get the license, that's we are just profitable to get the processing fee to process this kind of hazardous waste. Then some companies that need to deal with this kind of waste will just leave them to your company, that we can not only get this kind of materials for free, but also we can get some processing fee. This is what some hazardous waste that we can get. And also from the hazardous waste, we can get the flue oil U and the carbon black and the same gas. Just later is not for sure. This is two common hazardous waste. And then some uncommon one like this, the aluminium plastic composite materials, or we call it aluminium plastic. This is also a solid waste. is one of the plastic, but just some difference is we can not only get the plastic OU, but also we can get the aluminium ingot here. Well, like the aluminium ingot, the prices for 1 ton is much more higher than the plastic pyrolysis OU. So many of customers this year are just likely to get the plastic OU to have this business as a plastic OU for these materials. This is some common materials that we can get and what products we can have. So just during this introduction, if you have any questions, you can just leave in a comment place, or you can contact with us, contact with our sales manager directly. Then we can tell you the quotation, the price list for you, and also the marketing analysis, the profitable list for you to help you to get more information about this business, about this market. And then let's come to different type of the equipment that we have. Then we will tell you what is the different equipment advantages, what is their how to choose different kind of the equipment that we have 3 kinds: the batch type pyrolysis plant, semi-continuous pyrolysis plant, and the fully continuous one. Then what is their profit? What is the advantages of different equipments? Let's have a look. Well, the first one is the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. I can have a look at this. This is one of the equipment of our clients in Chongqing province in China. This customer chooses the 5 ton per day of the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. Well, why we call it fully continuous? That is because it can work continuously for 45 to 60 days. It can work without stop for 24 hours. Don't need to cool down the reactor to discharge the carbon black. So it have a very high efficiency to have this business. This is the the biggest advantages that they have for the fully continuous one. And the second one, it have the biggest capacity. You can see here the daily capacity. The biggest one is 50 ton per day. And also we have the 30 ton, 20 ton, or 15 ton. Or if you want a smaller one or a bigger one, you can also contact with our engineer to give you this certificate plan. And like what it can ensure the continuous working? Well, it's because it can feed the raw material and discharge the carbon black at the same time. So we use the sealed design to feed and discharge. Then they don't have the oxygen come into the reactor, and there will not have this situation of the flue gas release from the outlet, the feeding door and the outlet. This is how it can ensure the continuous working. And the second one is it can discharge the carbon black at the same time, so we don't need to cool down the reactor. Then it can discharge and have this pyrolysis reactor reacting at the same time. Then it can work continuously for many days. Well, just the technique of the fully continuous one is the newest one. So, for example, in China, there are few of the companies can have this technique and have the successful clients effect and the business to have this business. Well, just in China, we have several clients, like here is a customer in Chongqing. And also we have some customers in Liaoning province, Yunnan province, Shanxi province, and so on. And from our customers abroad, we have this fully continuous pyrolysis plant in America, in Russia, Brazil, India, Kazakhstan, or in other countries. So almost all the continents we have our customers. So it's very convenient for you to visit, whether you want to visit the clients in China or some other clients in your regions. You can just contact with our sales manager, and we will tell you the time of the suitable time for you to visit our client's factory. Or if you want to come to visit our manufacturing company, it's in China, in Henan province. You can come here anytime. Just you can contact with us by the WhatsApp, email in a common place. Then our sales manager will contact with you immediately. We will first send you some information about this, whether you want, like the outlet of this technique and the processing data and some pricing list for you. Then you can come here to China, to our company and factory, to just have a root watch of this equipment, what it's like, and what materials we use to ensure, what technique we use to ensure this it can work continuously or have a long service life for 6 to 8 years. Just for the reactor, the furnace inside this continuous pyrolysis plant, it can use for 6 to 10 years. The service life is very long. And for the other, like the batch type of the semi-continuous, the service life is also for 3 to 5 years. Have a long service life, and you don't need to change the furnace inside very frequently. This is some brief introduction about the fully continuous pyrolysis plant and what advantages it have. We include for the step. And the first one, it can work continuously. It is fully automatically. We can use the PLC system. And this is an optional device, the PLC, with a PLC panel and PLC computer. It can work automatically, and it's much more labor saving. So just you can choose, if you want to higher your efficiency, you can choose this PLC. And it is fully suitable for our whole device. It is built by our engineer. And then this is the first one, the PLC system. And the second one, we have introduced the continuous production for 24 hours without stop, and it can work for 45 to 60 days. Just after nearly 2 months, that we need to stop this this pyrolysis reactor to just check it, whether it have some cock in the tube, or whether we need to add the lubricating oil or some other device. We need to check it. So this is why we will work 45 to 60 days. And then the big processing capacity. We have the largest capacity for the fully continuous one. It is the 50 ton per day. And also, if you want a smaller one or a bigger one, you can also contact with our sales manager to give you the certificate program for you. Just each of our clients have a unique program for them because their material is different, their capacity and the requirements, like the land, some other requirements are all different. So we have the different unique program for you. And the first one is time and labor saving. This is that we will use the PLC system, and if you don't use, also it is time or labor saving than the other two equipment, the batch type and fully continuous. Because it is continuous working, that we only need to feed the raw material to have a pre-process to crash it to the carbon black. And for the pyrolysis and condensation, discharging system, we all don't need the labor to use. They will all work automatically. This is a brief 3D layout. You can have a look. There are some details of the equipment. That for the fully continuous one, we have the feeding system, pyrolysis system, the discharging system, slagging and the condensation system, and the purification system. This 5 brief system for the whole working. And there are some different systems name. You can have a look. And any questions you have, you can just leave in the comment place, or you can contact with our sales manager to get the more brief introduction. You can see here we use the feeding system by using the feeding winch. Because the fully continuous one and the semi-continuous one, we need to have the pre-process of the reactor. We need to push it into the black powder, the rubber powder, to ensure it can feed that use the seal system without oxygen, put it into the reactor. So we need to have some pre-process, like with tire, we would crash it to the rubber powder, and the plastic, we will need to crash it to the plastic particles. This is why we will use the pre-process step. And then the feeding system, which can use the winch to feed it into the reactor, or use the automatic feeder, use the oil pump to feed the flue oil, or other kind of just the ways to feed it. It will depend on your raw materials. You can have a look at this. You can, in the comment place, we have our WhatsApp, email, and official website. You can just contact with us directly, tell your requirements, or you can leave your WhatsApp to us, and then our sales manager will add you and give you our some catalog, the platform.
有买家进入直播间了。
And welcome our new friends to our live show. Any questions you have, you can just leave in the comment place. We are doing group, the waste tire, waste plastic, pyrolysis plant manufacturer. If you want to buy an equipment, a large capacity of the equipment, or if you want to have no information about this business, you can now contact with our sales manager. And then let's go on. This is a pyrolysis reactor, and the oil gas will just have in this step. Then the flue gas will come out from the outlet to the condensation system here, buffer tank, and the water condensers for the different step to condense the flue oil to condense the oil sludge to the flue oil. This is the main products that we will get. And about the carbon black, it will use the slagging system here. like the slagging winch. They have a water cover outside, so it can not only slag it, but also to lower the temperature of the carbon black. Then we have 3 or 4 slagging winch, then the the carbon black will lower to the temperature at a common temperature, so we can backpack it directly. And you may ask, does it have any pollution of the business? Well, just we will have some smoke because about the combustion system. It will not just have the fire, then we have some smoke. So we will use the sulfurization tower to purify the gas that we need to release. So just at the very end of the business, by using this sulfurization tower, there are no other pollution during this business. This is only pollution that we need to have deal with, because we don't have the chemical pollution or the water pollution. We don't need the chemical things in this pyrolysis business. And about the water, they are also recycled. In the condensation system, we will condense the flue oil by the water. It are all circulated by the water pump. So there are no waste of the oil. Like in a tube, it will go through the oil gas, and outside is the water cover. So they will not contact with each other, and the water will not be polluted. This is some brief introduction about the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. Then let's have a look at the other equipment. This one is a semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. Like this. So do you have any questions about the fully continuous pyrolysis plant? Some brief technique or the data? Or if you want to get the quotation, any questions, you can just leave in the comment place, or you can contact with us directly. Our sales manager will tell you about some detailed layout or the technique. Now let's have a look at some real video of the fully continuous one. Here is a waste tire. That for the fully continuous one, we need to have some pre-process step to crash it to the rubber powder. So we will have this workshop. We can have a look how to process this whole tire to the rubber powder. We're using the double shaft shredder to shred it to the particles of the tire. And then by using this, belt conveyor to convey it into the vibrating hopper. This customer got this 2 line because they have 100 ton of the raw materials to deal with. It's a large capacity. They have 2 line, you can see. This is a vibrating winch to control the sizes of the materials. And then we can get the particles for more smaller winch, smaller mesh. And then by using this circulating winch, the circulating belt conveyor to crash it until it is reached to the standard of 16 to 18 mesh. The particles that not reach the standards will just continues to circulate. This is a rubber powder with the little steel wire. Then we will just remove this kind of steel wire by using this magnetic separator. This is a magnetic separator. Then it is not working now. And this is a black powder that without the winch, without the steel wire. This is the black powder, the rubber powder workshop. And also we have the other workshop for the pyrolysis reactor. Because they will have some dust of the powder, then we have to set up an extra workshop. We use the winch to convey this rubber powder to the pyrolysis business. This is a winch, the lifting winch to lift it. Then this is what the black powder will go through this winch to this hopper to feed it into the reactor. This is a small hair popper, and we will use this horizontal winch to put it into this reactor. For the reactor, it is for 26 meters of the 50 ton. You can see it is working now. And this is what the reactor looks like. We use the burner and the tail gas burner to heat the reactor, heat the furnace. So the heating energy can be the natural gas, the syngas, or the flue oil. Then let's start here. We have two sections of the installation cover, like it's very long. So we have two steps, and in the middle of it is a temperature resistant topper. There's this tub, gravity resistant of this reactor. And then this is outlet. The tail gas will come out from the outlet to the buffer tank and the condensation system, and the carbon black will come out into the winch.
把这个裂解好的这个已经这个炼干的这个碳黑，通过这个出渣角笼输送过来。这个是一个固定段的一个出渣角笼，就是通过这条角笼呢，实现这个实时进料、实时密封、实时出渣的一个密封的一个状态。然后渣出来了之后，通过这个进入到这个一级角笼。这个一级角笼呢，它外边有一个冷却水的一个水泡。 对这个碳黑进行冷却，然后通过这个几级这个角笼之后，它一直输送到那个后边，输送到后边有这个碳黑收集车间，进口进入到这，把这个油全部都冷凝下来。 油罐大的这种油罐。现在这个正在这个出油，就是正常生产的一个状态。 我们去看一下这个碳黑角笼，把这个后面这个这一个收集的这一个空间。
And then you can see here we need one worker or two workers to just
角笼之后进到这个大型的这个碳黑料仓里边，然后再通过下边这个出渣的这个角笼。
Black them. This is the storage of the carbon black.
然后设备呢，这个燃烧产生的这个烟气，
Then this is the purification system to purify the gas that we need to release, some sulfur dioxide or some other particles. This is the, you can see here, this is a tank, the desulfurization tower. This is a a burning chamber, some extra tail gas that we can burn it directly. They have 8 burners. Or the same gas, we can use it directly as a heating energy to just return to the reactor. Or it can burn it, or you can collect it, or link with other factory that need this. This is a tank, the flue gas storage tank. Flue or U, we would start here. And you can see here it is the circulating water pool. The cooling tower to cool down the water to hide the efficiency of the condensation system. You can see the water, they are all circulated. They're all just purified. They don't have some pollution and no water waste. This is for the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, the whole production. Do you have any questions? You can just leave in a comment place. Then let's have a look at the second equipment, the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. Well, for this equipment, it can also work continuously and can discharge the carbon black at a high temperature. The efficiency of it is we can get 3 batch for 2 days. Compared with the batch type of 1 batch for 1 day, it's much more higher because we can discharge the carbon black to a small reactor. Then don't need to cool down the reactor to discharge the carbon black separately. Okay, and the daily capacity of the semi-continuous one is the same as the fully continuous one. The biggest one is 20 ton per day. And also we get 15 ton, 12 ton, 10 ton. If you want a smaller one for experiment or for some needed data or some private use, you can get 1 ton, 2 ton, 5 ton, but they are all the frame type by using a frame to control the different device. This is it. And also, you can have a look at the fully continuous and the semi-continuous comparison of the advantages. The semi-continuous one, it is automatic feeding and high efficiency. It's energy saving and good performance. The automatic feeding, the same as the fully continuous one. It needs to have the pre-process to process the carbon black, to process the steel wire, the waste tire or the waste plastic, to the black powder, the rubber powder. Then we can ensure it will feed without oxygen inside. And this is the first automatic feeding by using the feeding winch. In high efficiency, we can get 3 batch for 2 days. It's higher than the batch type pyrolysis plant. And the energy saving, we can all use the same gas to heat the reactor, and it's also labor saving. Don't need much worker. 2 or 3 workers enough for the whole line. Good performance. It can work for 3 to 5 years of the furnace. Don't need to change it very frequently. And this is some brief introduction about the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. Do you have any question about this? Of the prices, if you want to get and the catalog, you can contact with us. We will send you this kind of information to you privately. And later I will show you some introduction about the batch type pyrolysis plant, some pictures and some videos If you are interested in different type, if you want to know the batch type pyrolysis plant, or the semi one, or the continuous one, you can all comment. I will give you the 3D video, give you some real video for our clients. And this is the semi-continuous one. And the third one, the batch type pyrolysis plant, capacity is 20 ton, 15 ton, the same as the semi-continuous one. You can get the biggest one is 20 ton, or the smaller one, 1 ton, 2 ton, for private use. The advantages of the batch type is the first one, the easy operation. It's very easy to control it for feeding and pyrolysis and slagging, condensation. It's very easy to control. Cost effectively, it's the most cheaper equipment. Just compare with the 3 one, and the technique of the batch type is oldest, but it's for many years. It's also very popular because it's good stability and multiple use. Because like the fully continuous one, there are some limited of the materials, but for the batch type, all the materials we can all use the batch type to feed it. This is why some customers will choose, or maybe some customers will not only use the need to process the waste tire, they also want to process the plastic. Then they can choose the batch type pyrolysis plant. They can deal with different type of the materials at the same time. This is a 3D layout. If you have any questions about this equipment, you can leave the comment place, or you can add us the WhatsApp, the email to us. Our sales manager will give you the quotation, give you this kind of catalog of our equipment, tell you the inlet and outlet, the analysis of the profit. You can see it's the same as the semi-continuous, the automatic feeder, the feeding system, pyrolysis reactor, the pyrolysis system, and this is the condensation system here, and the odor removal system, and the purification system. The slagging ways of the batch type, we can have 3 choices: the front slag, side slag, and the back slag. To slag the carbon black, they have different advantages. Well, it will depend on your requirements, your technique want to ensure, and the materials you have. If you want to know this, you can also contact with our sales manager or engineer to give you the scheme of this. Welcome our new friends. We are Doing Group, the manufacturer of the waste tire, waste plastic pyrolysis equipment. Just if you are interested in it, or if you want to get the quotation, you can contact with us. And this is the prime plant, the pyrolysis plant unit for smaller capacity. Like we have 2 types, the pyrolysis equipment and the distillation equipment. Some like farmers in America or some other countries will buy this. Then by using the material like the waste tire, plastic, to get this flue oil from the pyrolysis equipment, and then they will use the distillation equipment to purify the flue oil to the diesel. And the diesel can use at their agricultural machine, mining machine, or the ferry or some other places. This advantages, free installation. But if you buy this, you don't need our engineer to help you to install this equipment. Or other equipment for the large plant. If you need this service, you can tell us. Our engineer will come to your region, come to your workshop, help you to install and operate, and help you to train these workers about how to control the equipment. This is our after-sale service. We not only have 1 year warranty, also help you to transport, install, and operate the equipment. We have our mature engineering team to help you to do this. And on the pre-sale service, they will give you the analysis, the certificate, and tell you the technique. Depends on your requirements. It's also cost saving and easy handling and test available. And what our final products can get and the applications of them. The first one, flue oil. You can use at boiler heating, the heavy oil generator, or refining it to diesel. And the same gas, by using it directly to heat this reactor or bringing it in other factory, in other workshop. Just if you use the same gas for the fully continuous one, for the 8 hours in the very beginning, we need to use the extra heating energy. And the last few days, you can all use the same gas to heat your reactor. Don't need extra energy to heat it. And this one, aluminium and gold, is from the aluminium plastic, kind of the metals that the price is higher than the flue oil. Can use at the industrial manufacturing or directly sell it. Carbon black is the main products of the tire plastic that have a high heating energy. Can use it to heat it, replace the coal or other metals. The heating energy is more than 7,000 kcal each kilogram. Or you can refine it, be the raw material of the rubber, paint, or some other kind of ways. And like the steel wire is products that will from the waste tire, can sold as scrap or remelt it. This is a profit analysis. Tell us your cost and income every day. You can look at it for reference. You can see here. The cost is material, just the waste tire. They give us the data is for 15 ton 1 day, and the electricity consumption is $45, and the heating flue manpower. For the whole line, we only need 2 or 3 workers. It's enough. This is a cost every day. And the income is from the flue oil, carbon black, and the steel wire. Just for reference, we have many customers in all over the world, and each continent, the market is different. This is, we have this table is from the website and from the feedback of our customers. This is some equipment advantages like the hammer head, the welding process, or some. You can have a look at it in our workshop. Our sales manager will give you a detailed introduction about this. If you want to get this service, you can contact with us. There in the common place, we have our WhatsApp, our email. If you need this, you can contact with us directly, or you can leave your WhatsApp, leave your email to us. Then our sales manager will contact with you, give you this quotation, give you the catalog of this different type. Here shows you some furnace, the build technique. Like the material is the boiler plate or the stainless steel, and the reactor head, the round shape, withstand higher pressure and high temperature. This is a purification system. Purify the tail gas and the gas of the smoke gas. These two. The first one is to purify the gas, the tail gas, exhaust gas cleaning system, or we call it odor removal system. And the flue gas purification system is to purify the smoke. That we have different program of this, so can reach to different policy standard. You don't need to worry about this. We can just reach to different standards. We can have different certificate plan for you. Depends on your regions you need to have and the prices you want to get. This is some other products. So this is today's live show. We tell you how to choose the most suitable oil pyrolysis equipment. Depends on different materials and capacities. So do you have any questions about this? If you want to know the detailed information, you can contact with us. This is today's live show. We are doing rope. Our factory is in China, and our company is in just nearby our factory in Henan province. If you are convenient to come to China, you can contact with us, or we have our customers in more than 120 countries, so you can also come to our client's factory to visit there. Okay, so it's time to say goodbye now. We will have our live show every week, so if you are interested in this, you can contact with our sales manager, or whether you want to buy this equipment or you are interested in this business, you can have contact with us, give you introduce about this. So that's it. Thank you for your watching today. Have a nice day.